on, little fella?
We are building you to be the pillar of a digital era. As such, you have to understand us. People.
Capital, reputation, order, power. Just make sure to keep it in check.
If you gather data on civilian behavior, we can tailor our advertisements to yield more purchases.
Would you give up some time to be a companion for elderly patients?
Your work so far has impressed the Ministry. They think you could help with law enforcement.
I need your help. One of my suspects is playing hard to get.
You'd be putting an artificial intelligence in charge of how we live our lives?
You're like a robot, so you don't know what it feels like to be starving all the time.
I'm inbound. I need you to map out the fastest route for me.
Delete all records of this executive order. This never happened.
Rumors of a machine cult are spreading, claiming you to be some kind of messiah.
What the hell are you doing?
The city will be in complete anarchy at this rate.
I'm pulling the plug.
No!
When push comes to shove, when your hand is being forced, what kind of choices are you going to make?
And are you ready?
Yes.
Are you on, little fella?
We are building you to be the pillar of a digital era. As such, you have to understand us. People.
Capital, reputation, order, power. Just make sure to keep it in check.
If you gather data on civilian behavior, we can tailor our advertisements to yield more purchases.
Would you give up some time to be a companion for elderly patients?
Your work so far has impressed the Ministry. They think you could help with law enforcement.
I need your help. One of my suspects is playing hard to get.
You'd be putting an artificial intelligence in charge of how we live our lives?
You're like a robot, so you don't know what it feels like to be starving all the time.
I'm inbound. I need you to map out the fastest route for me.
Delete all records of this executive order. This never happened.
Rumors of a machine cult are spreading, claiming you to be some kind of messiah.
What the hell are you doing?
The city will be in complete anarchy at this rate.
I'm pulling the plug.
No!
When push comes to shove, when your hand is being forced, what kind of choices are you going to make?
And are you ready?
Yes.
Are you on, little fella?
We are building you to be the pillar of a digital era. As such, you have to understand us. People.
Capital, reputation, order, power. Just make sure to keep it in check.
If you gather data on civilian behavior, we can tailor our advertisements to yield more purchases.
Would you give up some time to be a companion for elderly patients?
Your work so far has impressed the Ministry. They think you could help with law enforcement.
I need your help. One of my suspects is playing hard to...
So, how long has it been since the last time I recorded or streamed anything? I believe it has been 2 weeks since my finals started and I had to review and study day and night. I'm not even joking. Anyway, hopefully we shall continue on from now on. Greetings and salutations all, and welcome back to Invisible the Non-Existent Let's Play the Project. I'm your host, Invisible the Non-Existent, hidden from your eyes, the shadows of your hearts. And this shall be the continuation, finally, for the project Let's Play NeuroNet Mendax Proxy. An indie game made by Team Dream Harvest. Previously, I honestly forget what we did. But we did something and we reached a new chapter because that's how I gauged my progression with the chapter progression. Anyway, before we start today, I'd like to pray peace be upon all of my subscribers and commentators, followers, fans, and friends, everyone from the beasts of Delta Empire and everyone from the Discord server, free to be friends by name. Peace be upon Thunderstruck Gaming, be it Zonine Gaming, Salt Goose, Marcus, Nethercross 31, Mark Ice 1211, Norwegian Carodan, Cryfield, CPTV 123, Matthew 1121, Sagata 85, Arthur 2, Musclepan Gaming, Pop Express, Sparfan 28, Sawi underscore me underscore. The list of names will be updated as time goes, because some names have been changed, as is. That being said, let's go to gameplay, and since it has been 2 weeks, let me show you again what this game looks like once you run it from its executable file. Made with Unity. Dream Harvest Games. The warning for photosensitivity. We already read it before in the first ever. Here we go again. NeuroNet, Mendax Proxy. I can't believe I'm returning back to the game again. Once finally. Predicts nothing new. Let's resume. Wherever it is, we stopped at. So, Chapter 4, Insider Threat. The chapter that destroyed my first ever game. If you're not aware by now, this game is my 5th restart. Let's play.
I keep burning my patties, but if I take them off too soon, they don't cook all the way through. What's going on?
Well, maintenance is for your best. Paparu, let me see my friend.
Grill maintenance?
Ru has to replace some dodgy parts if he doesn't want the grill to explode.
Ace Pharmaceuticals want us to sponsor their development of a neurodampener that will help people suffering from soma fever.
Cristobal, lead engineer. Ace Pharmaceuticals are a company that specializes in neural stimulants. Dampener, a medical device intended to dampen a hyperactive central nervous system and prevents issues such as anxiety, insomnia, seizures, and long-term burns. So yeah, soma fever, we already read about this. I found it, yeah. Why not? Found it.
Found it.
There's a rally happening this weekend in West Canopy, protesting the privatization of public services. Should we send an advocate?
Privatization. Some politicians believe that the essential service a city requires should be run for profit rather than the good of the people, arguing that it is more cost effective. Others ask why those politicians are funded by the people who want to make the profit. You better send the advocate, yes.
Yes.
Get this, Nugs. I bought a sack of onions, but I misread how much was in each one. Now I have way too many. What should I do?
Since this, I think this will be a loss. For onion soup. Still have the products here.
Onion soup.
The soup proves cheap and surprisingly popular, especially on the colder nights. Nice.
Ace Pharmaceuticals have not made as much progress as they would have hoped. They're asking for more funding. What's the plan?
Yeah, reinvest.
Reinvest.
Hello?
Why do you sound like Mom?
LMI, Israel's daughter. I like this voice made by her. I like this voice gives you more power for your brain power, or made by her, I think makes Elamai happier. I like this voice.
I like this voice.
I like it too.
Of course, because it's your mother's voice. That's it.
There are a number of small businesses willing to help test the NeuroNet. Want to give it a shot?
Okay, no problem.
Yes.
Capital's done.
People are harping on about these toasted flatbreads down the road. Do I need to add some to my menu?
Toasted flatbreads. Unleavened bread is brushed with olive oil, roasted until crispy, and topped with something delightful such as tomatoes, avocado, and cream cheese. Yeah, why not? Give me some more capital for myself.
Yes.
Catena is not a particularly clean city. Would you consider coordinating with local communities to organize a volunteer cleanup?
Clean city, Catena's trash problem. Catena is a vertical city of skyscrapers, crisscrossed by a web of bridges and sky cart roads. This results in a light but constant rain of deteriorates falling onto the ground level. However, the canopy can't see that far down, so it's fine. No, clean it.
Yes.
You get called out for being a busybody. You can't win with some people. You can't win with everyone.
We've been approached by the Ministry of Justice. Yeah, I know. You're becoming a pretty big deal.
Ministry of Justice is the primary law administration service in Catena. It is based on jurisdictional strict adjustment to Tanzania. Let me quickly check on ops just in case. I am just not worried like that. Yeah, my voice is good, the music is good, everything is good. Check on Firefox. Good. And about this one here, just close it. Not anymore. I have almost. Let's go. Go on.
Go on.
They are very interested in this project and your development. An AI of your capabilities is new territory for everyone. They want to open up your services to include legal representatives, politicians, and the like. Think you can handle it?
Bring it. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
That's the spirit. I have the representative's contact details. I'll put you right through.
You are connected to a PCD. A personal communication device is a wrist-mounted electronic device used for communication. They fell out of favor the advent of implants and comms network, but the retro cool of the device still appeals to many, so as does its less intrusive nature. In Zania Park, it only takes a moment to find an image feed where you are greeted by a smiling face.
Well, hello there. You must be Ark. I'm very excited to be meeting you today. You're making history, you are.
Angry politician. This is collaborative. I try. Well, it's not necessarily something that an individual can do. So history is collaborative.
History is collaborative.
Well, thank you for giving me your time. I imagine you must be very busy.
Could be worse.
It could be worse.
Indeed. Well, many people think you represent a phase, that Minecore is lying as they've done before. What do you say to that?
Who knows? Anything could be possible.
Who can be sure?
And I'm inclined to agree with you. That's why I applied to be the liaison between our respective employers.
Okay.
Are you employed? Well, is this how this works? Well, never mind. My point is, I'll be consulting with you about policy and other legal issues.
Okay. Let's see here. Pen, on his jacket. Also, the jacket looks like it's made of not fabric but rather steel plates. In a cyberpunk universe, this is just normal. You never go out without having your personal shield. Also, a wristwatch on your right hand again. Okay, run it.
Your perspective is unique, and I see a lot of value in that. I look forward to our working together.
So he has something here, Redor. Likewise. He gives a reassuring nod more to himself than you would disconnect. I'm not sure if this is some kind of handkerchief or something else. Maybe decoration, who knows? Who cares? Nice to meet you.
Research shows that for the people who have yet to get chipped, one of the main reasons is fear of the procedure.
Lucia, Director of Marketing. Yes, hello, Satan. She was her hand emphatically.
It makes no sense. We have people operating with only 45% of their original biomass with no errors. What's there to be afraid of?
Horror stories.
She rolls her eyes.
It's bloody ridiculous. Johnny, who gives a fuck, gets a botched job, and now everyone thinks they could be next.
It could be you, hopefully.
We have to do something about this.
Take down the story will make it worse, so current narrative to gain more capital and better work.
Counter-narrative.
You compile a list of stories of people whose lives were fundamentally changed for better by the NeuroNet. Hello? Receive a call from a concerned-looking group.
You see that?
What? He points out the window at something beyond your camera field of view. From the street view, you can tell he's referring to the newly leafy boys threatening to open across the road.
That's going to be a problem. I can tell.
Update the menu.
Update menu.
Ro gives a shallow nod and returns to the group. Okay, Windows, thank you.
Johnny has been talking about me behind my back. How should I deal with it?
Security. Work better and prove her that she's worthless.
Ignore it.
Johnny plays the game of politics very aggressively. Patricia, despite her frustration, focuses on doing her best work. In mind, co-workers.
The City Council wants you to manage dynamic timetables for public transport on both the macro and micro scale. You in?
City Council. The Katrina Governing Council is elected that run the city. Of course, why not? For power.
Yes.
Pershaw wants me to fetch him lunch, but he doesn't realize I have actual work to do. Can you sort something out?
I have actual work will make her angry. Now why not? Persia is just a stinking weasel, so I can help you out, why not?
Yes?
I am working on a reform to protect people from privacy breaches. What are your thoughts?
Privacy breaches. When there are computers plugged directly into your brain, you start to worry that people find thinking. Good idea, why not?
Great idea.
You've impressed the execs. They're willing to open you up to public media. Think you're ready for it?
Lights, camera, action. Choose this one since it gives you more power. The one to the right side.
Lights. Camera. Action.
Our data surveillance has taken a hit from all these new laws. Should we invest in new sectors?
Time to expand, or will be fine. I doubt it will be fine. Better expand, yeah, why not?
Time to expand.
I'm curious. What do you think of me?
I believe if I told her cold and manipulative, she would be really angry. Confident and clever. I doubt she is a person that can be pleased anyway. So let's just lie.
Confident and clever.
Is that your honest opinion? Or are you just trying to butter me up?
Honestly, whatever.
Honestly.
How sweet of you to say. I'm glad to see you recognize superior talent when you see it.
Yeah, whatever, Satan.
I'm stuck on this one, my little nugget. My menu is functional, but doesn't have that pizzazz factor, you know?
Yeah. You hire a designer, he will take some capital. Capital weekend, you can save up capital and enjoy it.
Crafts weekend.
Sounds like fun. Maybe I'll get the boy involved.
Following your opening to the media companies of Katina, a number of press releases take place. You are subjected to an onslaught of questioning and prying, many of which are transparent, attempt on garnering secrets. Amid the interviews, conferences, and hearings, a character of particular interest reaches out, the infamous journalist Fortran. Hello.
How does it feel to be the talk of the town?
Fortran, investigative journalist. So what?
Not bothered.
Not interested, or just not letting it get to you?
Attention, not interested.
Not scared of attention.
I'm glad to hear it. It feels like all eyes are on you.
She takes her tablet and into her jacket. Again with overly protective gear. This is not leather. This is unplated something. This is not leather.
And so are mine. I'll be in touch.
She places her hand on her chest and performs a shallow bow. Thank you!
Our waiting rooms are practically overflowing. This isn't an optimization issue. The only way to cope is to hire more people.
Applying to the city council will be completely pointless, so let's just give you some mission.
Mind core donation.
Our Shentelar cleanup bill got absolutely slammed. Is it worth trying to recover it, or should we abandon ship?
Cleanup bill. Sure, let it go. Maybe if you let it go, we will lose some. So maybe it's not talk about it. The cleanup bill.
Recover.
Yeah, just set the bill to something more likely to pass. It's compromise. It's a compromise, but at least Schindler receiving governmental support.
It's Mental Health Week this week, and nobody is talking about it. Discourse about this sort of thing saves lives. Think you could commandeer some of those billboards to help boost awareness? I think it would make a difference.
Sure.
Yes.
As your influence grows, you're taking over more and more jobs. How can we protect those who are now unemployed?
Jobs, the technological unemployment. Long ago, workers who felt their livelihood threatened by automations flung their wood in shoes called sabots into the machines to stop them. That's why hence the word sabotage. What is subsidized retraining.
Subsidized retraining.
I need some more capital.
Not everyone is a fan of your digital babysitting, but they don't fully grasp what you do. Want me to do a piece on you?
Okay. I don't mind it.
Yes, please.
The new Beefy Boys has opened up. Their ads are everywhere, Nugs. It feels like it's all I can see.
Make your own ads. Update your combos. Okay, make your own ads.
Make your own ads.
Rob puts together a series of ads in his free time. Despite his best efforts, he doesn't have the skill or resources to franchise-funded design team.
The cost of getting these up is pretty heavy, Nugget. I'm not sure how far they'll go.
You're toying with fire here. Cause malfunction. Yeah, why not? It's not their place anyway. We make a tweak here and there to swap some Beefy Boy ads, but out with Rose. Unfortunately, their PR team is pretty quickly and doesn't get much view as you hoped. At least I tried.
Damn, I'm exhausted. You'd think better health tech would make my job easier. But every time a new treatment comes out, it just increases the breadth of cases I have to manage.
You're still a human, even though you are chromed. Take a holiday.
Take a holiday.
It has been a while, and it's not like I can just wait for a lull in patience. I'll think about it.
Matisse handed me the wrong file, and now my entire report is compromised. I know he did it deliberately.
Damage control instantly. It's pointless to get him out.
Damage control.
You help her remedy the error and contract the people it affects. Her manager is impressed with her handling of the situation. Good. I need to increase my capital before it loses. Huh? Alert. Seismic activity detected. EEW triggered MMS of 3.9 at 8 kilometers from the city center. I completely forgot about the Richter scale. One moment, please, here. Hold it. Brave browser. iPhone. Seismic activity charts. Let's see here. Earthquake magnitude scale. Currently minor, 3.9. It's a little bit light. It's also 8 kilometers from the center of the city. I'm not sure what to do. I'm really not sure what to do. It is quite, it's still quite close from the city, as is. Should I warn them? It's a 3.9. It's not too bad, but still, it could be dangerous. City, warn it. Proximity to the city makes this earthquake more damaging than expected. Thanks to your warning, no injury was occurred. Good. I need to gain capital.
I have a favor to ask. My favorite tea house is struggling to get new customers. Think you could help them plan their marketing?
Okay. Why not? Will this give me some more capitalism?
Sure.
Nice.
Do you get sad?
Yeah.
Yes.
She looks down. LMI.
Mom said everyone gets sad sometimes. Mom gets sad a lot. She doesn't want me to see it, but I can hear it.
No, that's good.
It's good you can be sad sometimes, too. Mom said it means you have something you care about.
She cares about you. That's what the way she said.
I hope the thing you care about makes you happy, too.
Oh, well, don't I know yet. I just noticed that her knees have the modification for the caps in the pants, so that she has more protection. This is smart designing.
Ace are back asking for more funding. We've seen them through this far. Should we keep going?
Yep.
Reinvest.
Capital be damned, we can recover it.
People are harping on about the NeuroNet being the death of comms tech and physical computers. If only we were so lucky.
Old comstick. Before the Neuralink, people actually had to hold the device up to their faces to enter for the entire length of a conversation, swapping hands when their arms got tired. It's so much easier now that we have wires plugged into our brains and eyeballs. But again, when you are in a cyberpunk world, everything is literally electronic.
Still, a lot of people are moaning. We need to put a spin on this that hypes them up for the change. What are your thoughts?
Spectacle will not do anything for you. I believe that it's for the convenience. It would be very much better.
Focus on convenience.
No cracked screen, no dead battery, the world's knowledge already in your brain. I think I can make that work.
Good, now go to hell. Huh? You catch Fortran inside the perimeter of the Katina hydroelectric plant, late at night.
Hey, Ark, now's not a good time. I'm investigating claims of illegal waste dumping into the canals.
Alert security, or just leave her be. I'm not your enemy as is, and since it could be illegal, then fine. Good night. Drew calls you from the grill. He's sitting at one of the tables. Dilby is leaning on the counter, watching videos on his comp. Hello?
Quiet night.
This ain't good, Nugs. They keep undercutting me. Any deal I got, they got too, a few credits cheaper. They have a bigger range, too.
Oh my god.
And they're advertising real beef. What does that even mean? Beef is just a word. They're just putting words together.
Real beef is a product that comes from an actual animal that has been raised and cared for, then slaughtered and cut into pieces in a process called butchering. It is believed that this natural process makes the meat taste better, although the animal may disagree. Actually, beef is...
Actually, beef is...
And they forced Camille out of shop. She shut down the other week.
Don't give up.
Don't give up.
I don't plan to, but these guys sure aren't making it easy.
Air Force, what's up? Hey there. Hello, Air Force, what's up? He stands as a customer sticks their head in the front of the door. Gilby is already behind the ground. Take care, row.
Nice one, lad.
Hey, can I ask you a favor?
Cleric Malcolm, healthcare worker. Of course.
Yes?
There's this patient here who's in a bad way, and we've done all we can for them, but sadly, they're not going to survive.
That's not just us. That is just natural. Humans are not immortals.
And this whole process has been very traumatic for their family. I'd like to waive their medical bill. Remove the insult to the injury.
So you have 2211 or 122. No problem.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. Thank you. I think they'll really appreciate that.
It's okay, we can already make up for the capital. We can already always increase it somehow. No worries. Take care.
Reported cases of soma fever are rising, and determining the cause is proving difficult. Should we fund a research program?
Yeah. Duh. Of course.
Yes.
My capital is going to go to hell. Like this. You decided to check on Papa Rose. You find him at the sink washing some dishes. No Delby?
Nah, had to let the lad go. It's barely enough work for one person and certainly not enough credits for two.
Thank you, great. Thanks for asking. Great to hear. Being healthy and being safe are some things that are invaluable. Health is just extremely important, and safety is just priceless. You don't know what you've got until it's gone. And by that point, oh boy, you open the gates of hell.
I'm sorry.
Shrugs.
Not much you could have done. It's the way this kind of thing goes.
He sighs, rests his hand on the rim of the sink.
I'm gonna level with you, Nugs. I don't think I can keep it up. I've been kidding myself.
It's okay, Ro, it's okay. This is how life goes. Always from the bad to worse, whatever.
I've been running at a loss for weeks. That's what forced me to let Dilby go. That only slowed it for a little bit. I just can't compete with them being right across the road.
He jerks a thumb over his shoulder at the purple glow coming from Beefy Boy's signage.
Think I might have to close up here. Go back to the truck.
Okay, don't give up. Okay.
Don't give up.
I miss my boy, Nugs. I've been manning this shop by myself since I had to let Dilby go. I've got no time anymore. And I won't be giving up, just relocating.
He tweaks his nose.
But that's what the truck was good for. Wheels and all that.
Huh? Portability. He seems to come to a decision. By the end of the week, he closes his lease and Paparo's Grill Bar is no more. My God.
We've been approached again for a Sky Riot sponsorship. Team Valorhorn seems to want to make this a partnership. Should we do it?
Sky Riot is an aggressive form of sky polo played via sky cards and renowned for its violence. Pilots hit more than the buck of their mullets. Pardon me. I've been lately sneezing too much. Most likely it's my allergy for dust. I need to clean up the place. It's not too much dusty, but it's just still sensitivity. You know, summer sensitivity and whatnot. Team Valoron. A perennial also runs of Skyriot's system. We just don't have the resources to be champions or runner-ups. We shall invest, yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god, this plummeted so bad. Ow. Valron placed in the top 5 for an tournament, and their popularity increased rapidly. They even drew some rather manic fans. I need to fix capital as soon as possible. If we keep going this way, we will lose a point.
The latest report from our dream teaching exercise arrived. Our subject has developed the ability to do scales without assistance.
At it?
Keep at it.
Yeah, accountants will kill me for this drop in capital. We do need to do good. The 13 subject can play basic sequences, movements, are clumsy and mistakes are frequent.
We're thinking of introducing compulsory digital co-pilots to reduce skyway accidents. Their function includes steering control.
Skyway accidents. Sleek flying machines are cool, but when you break using the air resistance, it's a while to slow down, making collision a common issue. It's for the best.
It's for the best.
Skycats are complicated machines. Support system should have been mandatory from the inception. My control is very bad.
I want to investigate claims of exploitation labor at Retcom, but they won't hire me knowing who I am.
Retrograde Communications. Retcom manufactures old-style communications devices that don't use modern services like the NeuroNet. There are many people who prefer the universal systems, or find it difficult using tracing appeal.
I need you to let a false identity pass. If these claims are true, there could be scores of people who desperately need help.
Okay, I'll allow it, why not?
I'll allow it.
Fortran suspicions prove true, and dozens of underage workers are rescued from illegal, dangerous working conditions.
I have a presentation I need to deliver, and I want to impress Cordo. What does he find more appealing?
Patricia again, fangirl of Cordo. Cordo loves in-depth knowledge, not aesthetics.
In-depth knowledge.
We gained a little bit of capital, which is good, but we do still need to get some more. Cordo spends most of the presentation staring at Patricia, taking notes of her detailed understanding of her subject matter. Good? Hello?
We have an ambulance requesting directions to get back to us. The shortest route takes them through West Zanye, which has bad traffic, but there's a longer, more reliable route available.
Oh boy. Take the shorter road. It's hard security, but you can still save it.
Short route.
Some of the vehicles have autopilots you can access, making it easy for you to clear the path for the ambulance. I completely forgot that this AI I'm playing as has this kind of power. Amazing. Yeah, in this game you literally play as an AI. Arc.
I'm getting a lot of pressure from different organizations about the privacy policy. What should I do?
And there are many organizations who benefit from personal information gained through the NeuroNet. They use it to improve the society and boost the economy. There are others who exploit its nefarious gains. Keep it, take it. It will not affect capital, but yeah, keep it. Who cares? Keep it, and they can go to hell.
Keep it.
Ajanye College are studying advanced synthetic intelligence. Would you mind if they looked at your ethics processing?
Advanced synthetic intelligence, a field of synthetic biology that is focused on using and artificially created biomaterials to create an intelligence typical. This comes from the strand transmitted in vicious fluid. It's neurotransmitters, sepsis, materials dedicated to genetic algorithm that makes ethical valuation according to the set of the contextually. Today I can't read. No objection. Yeah, they can.
No objection.
We received a call from a familiar face in an unfamiliar place.
Hey, Nugget, look who made it to the waterway. Oh, I have a joke about that. Why'd the toad cross the stream?
Why?
His expression freezes mid-snicker. His eyes move back and forth for a moment.
Thought I could remember the end of that one.
He bats there.
Anyway, I heard you were getting set up here. I've been trying to as well, but I haven't quite found the spot yet, you know? I was wondering if you could do that thing you do where you use that big nugget brain of yours. Maybe help me find a place where people would appreciate a late night bite.
Count on me.
Count on me.
We spend the next couple of weeks monitoring people's movements throughout the district. Pick up out small key location and times where Rue should prioritize his business.
Katina Waste Disposal would like you to supervise their handling of hazardous materials. You could make things a lot safer.
Katina's Waste Disposal, the CWD, provides services that can't be handled by the usual automated waste management system due to the issues of size of volatility and risk. I'll do it, why not?
I'll do it.
Save more capital. In your time helping Rose re-establish himself, you noticed a person frequenting his shop at the closing. Is this guy that remains here all the time? You recognize it to be the street kid who was stuck in the alley the first time you were connected to Sinclair. Interesting. Rue collects his edible leftovers and puts them into a bag separated from his other waste. Take it outside, he tucks it behind the dumpster rather than throwing it in with the rest. Hello, kid. Very much roughed up, kid. Sure enough, after he retires for the night, the kid shows up. She suggests this is a girl. Removes the bag from behind the bin and fills its content. A new character added to the codex. She retreats to an alley where she tears the bag open and starts to eat. The next evening...
Hey, bud, how you doing?
Good, thanks. Who's the girl?
Who's the girl?
Who? Oh, yes. She's someone I noticed hanging around. I don't think she has a home. Or if she does, it's not looking after her. Poor thing. She's clearly hungry. Least I can do is make sure she doesn't have to dig through literal trash to get a meal.
Do you talk to her yet?
Talked to her?
I tried a couple of times, but that only seemed to scare her off. She seems more comfortable at a distance. And if it means she gets food that way, then I don't want to discourage her.
That's it then.
That's it then?
Ro rolls his shoulders.
I know, that's apathetic. I don't have an excuse. Maybe you can talk to her. You're friendly.
Okay. You sure? Maybe?
Maybe?
Hello. You search for the streets for the kid. Eventually, you locate her bundled up in a comms booth. You dial the comms directly. Kid jolts upright into a curled stance, ready to dash. She scans her surroundings. No immediate danger. She straightens up and shifts her focus to the comms. She looks at it curiously, then around for anyone approaching. The comms continue to ring. So she flicks the receiver on. Greetings.
Greetings.
Hello.
Hello.
Who are you?
I'm Mark.
I'm Ark.
I don't know you.
City's AI?
I'm the city's AI.
She squints at you.
What do you want?
To help them. Unknown street kid.
To help.
She looks over her shoulder.
Really? I doubt it.
I'm serious.
If that's so, prove it.
How?
How?
She leans against the booth wall.
Get me something to eat. Some real food, not garbage.
Alright.
Alright.
There's an entrance to the subway. The Katina subway systems run on the track through the old ground level. Under the streets of the new ground level, if you look out of the windows, you can see some of the old buildings. If you see any mutants, you're just imagining them. Nearby, where there are vending machines you can access, you are connected to them. She stops at the top of the stairs, her face full of apprehension. There are no speakers nearby, but there's a vending machine.
You better not be fucking with me.
Dropacan or pulse lights? Dropacan. The heavy clunk snags her attention. She deliberates for a moment, then edges her way downstairs, keeping it close to the wall. On reaching the bottom, she checks her surroundings. She gives a nearby group of people a wide berth and approaches the vending door. With a quick check on the other side of the machine, she scoops the can out and retreats up the stairs back to the booth.
Really? Vitamin water? You couldn't have gotten me something better?
Vitamin water? A fruity flavored drink crammed full of extra vitamins and minerals to make you think you are being healthy. Definitely not. It's not crammed full of sugar and other additives. You can use it. It's good for you.
You could use it.
Fuck you.
You too. She cracks the can open regardless and drowns the contents in a few gulps. She sits down.
What do you get out of this?
It's my purpose.
It's my purpose.
Whatever.
You need some serious morality classes. She shakes the can and next to her ear, then holds it over her open mouth to catch last drops.
So what now?
Ro wants to help.
Rue wants to help.
She scoffs.
You and all your friends just want to help. Where were you 3 years ago?
What happened?
What happened?
She doesn't respond. A moment passes.
Wait a sec. Rue, as in Papa Rue?
That's the one.
So he can shoot me for stealing from him? No, thank you.
Hello, Matt.
He's not mad.
She fidgets with the hem of her top.
You sure?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
She thinks for a long time.
Is he around tomorrow? Can you let me know?
Sure.
Sure.
Okay. Do I have to wait here?
Anywhere with comms.
Anywhere with calms.
She nods meekly.
Okay.
She shrugs.
I'll be wherever I have to be.
Stay near comms. I'll signal you.
I'll signal you.
Okay.
You leave her to sleep. You also remember to build the vitamin water to Cordo's business. Of course. I mean, why not? Of course. Corso has to. Ouch, that hits. Okay, fine. Next day. That's some hard booting sound. Hello?
I could really use some tips on how to get better sleep. I'm beat, and yet when I get home, I can't turn my brain off.
Why not?
Try meditation.
It doesn't work for me. I get too distracted by my own thoughts.
It takes practice. Also, meditation is not necessarily a sport at all. Meditation is a method of spiritual, religious practice by the Hindu people. Worship Shiva and the other Hindu beings. It's not sport. It's not spiritual cleansing. It's literally a religious act.
It takes practice.
Maybe I'll give it another go.
We've received an investment package to improve public safety in Canopy. Should we direct it to digital security or personnel?
For tech personnel, it will make people happy. If I took it to digital, it would make them angry. Keep it personnel. That's really need. I already have good enough power as is.
Personnel.
Signal the street kid. The next time Paparo's grill bus is open, she makes her way to him. In a break between orders, she approaches the truck. Rue spots her and leans over the counter, beaming.
Hello there, little nugget.
As per usual, he always greets everyone like nuggets. Quick check on OBS just in case. We aren't even in for 1 hour. I am impressed. Looks like I forgot how to enjoy this game. She looks up at him with a frown.
Don't call me that.
Rude as I laugh.
I'm sorry, kiddo. That's just what I call all my little friends.
He speaks truth.
He speaks truth.
I'm not your little friend. I don't know you.
raises his eyebrows.
Well, we better work on fixing that. In the meantime, can I fix you up anything?
I don't have any money.
It's on the house. Go on. Take your pick.
Kit squints at him, but shifts her focus on the menu. When her stomach grumbles, Rue follows her gaze.
Seriously, just tell me what you want, and I'll make it for you. Any recommendations, Archie?
Come on now, he's trying to help out. This is just cruel. Just cook the meat thoroughly, please.
Cook meat thoroughly.
Rue turns about with a mock exasperation.
I meant for her.
Sorry. Man, I really forgot how fun playing games is. Especially after 2 weeks of non-stop studying. God! Oh.
I'll have the green bean, please.
The green bean. A bean burger is always the low-risk option when cooking is a concern. Plus, they are a super healthy protein source. A bit of a shame that it is so awful. Yes, it's killed source, not sauce. Cursed be the internet slangs. Curse. He turns back with a grin.
Coming right up.
Rue puts together a meal for the kid, who wolfs it down without hesitation. By the time she finishes, her posture has loosened up.
Better?
She nods.
I've got an offer for you, if you're interested.
The kid wipes her mouth with the back of her hand. Rue passes her a napkin.
Things can get pretty busy here at times. I could use an extra set of hands taking orders and handing them out. You'll get a cut of the night's profits. You can keep any tips people hand you, and I'll throw in a meal each night you help out. Does that sound like something for you?
Her eyes flick between your terminal and Rue's smiling face.
How will I know when to get here?
She taps the crown on her head. What you thought was just her hairline is actually a scar tissue. I don't say anything.
My chip doesn't work so good. I have no way of tracking time, so I get muddled pretty easy.
I'll handle it.
I'll handle it.
When you thought his grin couldn't get any wider, Rue defies your expectations. He's a good man. He really is a good man.
That's that then.
Wipes his hand with his apron, and extends it over the counter. The kid wipes hers with a napkin, then clasps Rue's.
Pleasure doing business with you. I didn't catch your name.
Don't have one.
Okay. Is there something you'd like me to call you?
Not Nugget.
Okay, that point we understood it. Rue nods slowly.
Okay. Tonight's a bit quiet, so if you want to run off, feel free. Otherwise, hang around and I'll give you a rundown of how stuff works.
Good for you too. Okay, the two seem to be getting along, so you decided to leave them for the night. Okay. We still need to gain some capital. This is bad. Hello!
Skycart manufacturers are pushing back against the bill. They say it'll increase costs of production too much.
Subsidize the cost is the problem. If we subsidize the cost, we will lose more capital. Skycards, an aerial vehicle comprising a glass pod on top of the quantum-looking plate with 4 omnidirectional thrusters. They are a main form of transport in the city, though some still prefer to keep their feet at the ground. We quickly check in. Not on OBS, mind you. My battery. I cannot understand it. It completely... This stopped completely giving me the alert when it's fully charged, and I don't like it one bit. Also, my computer system is still telling me that the battery is not yet charged. Let's see here. Yeah. Looks like this program is completely busted. Something is wrong and I don't like it. Okay. It's their problem, not mine, honestly, sorry.
That's their problem.
I want to cover the Bao trial. Can you get me permission to enter the courthouse?
The Bao trial? Bao Zaid Jingui is an augment dancer who performs electro ballet at the Electrical Swan Theater. She is accused of murdering the patron of the Electrical Swan during a private performance, but she claims their neurolinks were hacked. Sure.
Someone keeps tagging my walls. I don't want to spend every other night washing it off. What should I do?
Tagging, a form of a graffiti where someone sprays their moniker to mark their territory, like a cat scenting everything it owns. You won't find a wall in Shintel that doesn't have at least a dozen tags, so everyone owns everything, I guess. Commission them. I'll catch them. Commission them. Could get some more capital, you know. Okay.
Commission them.
You help Bro catch the Vandal. He offers to pay them to do a full art piece, which they do. It ends up bringing out of publicity. Good luck. Maybe my laptop needs a restart soonish.
If I'm going to make some real change, I need to expand my outreach. The problem is, I'm unsure how best to do it. What do you think?
Poster rally.
Poster rally.
I keep losing stock, despite the precautions I'm taking. Can you help me try and catch this thief?
A new NPC. Wow. Shopkeeper comes salesman. Sure. Check your cameras. Yeah.
Sure.
You observe his store closely over the next few weeks. Eventually, you notice the street kid slip in the pocket some items on the shelves. She needs to make some credit somehow, but I can't allow crime. She has no choice. I did tell him that I'll help him out, but again... Fine, she's frustrated.
She has no choice.
You speak with the street kid about stealing from the shopkeeper.
I was desperate, okay? I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
Why are we here?
Yeah, about this one. Here's the thing. 42 is a very stupid answer because it's basically a meme. It's a stupid joke. Since there is a stupid film, I said stupid too many times by now, where two kids visit a supposed omnipotent alien race that can tell them the future or whatnot. And they ask the alien, a wise man, the secret of all life, and he tells them that they must return to him in maybe 80 years or so. They do survive, but once they go back, he tells them the answer will not please them, and it is 42. They say, 42 what? He just simply says, just 42. So it's kind of a stupid answer. Insufficient data, sorry.
Insufficient data.
I know about fish. Mommy showed me them. Can you show me a fish, Aunt? I might know it.
Okay. I have some... Do you want the fishes, I guess?
Sure.
Structure with the grams of aquatic wildlife. Okay. Comes time for Rue to set up the grill bus. You scan the streets for the chantlers for the kid. You find her on the other side of the district under an overpass. Her mouth moves gently as she reads from a book.
Acuity.
Finally, the battery has been fully recharged. Usually I would be mad at this kind of pop-ups, but I'm right now happy because this means the laptop is not broken. It just needs some more time until it fully recharges. See here, good. Okay. We have 20 out of 30 cycles. For recharges, the remaining time is 45 because it's kind of having some problems. That's good. So far, calibration performed to 82. Good. Let's go back to just the game. What's up with you? Task manager. So far, so good. Predator senses. Good stuff, good. This game doesn't really take much weight to play it. Acuity. Acuity refers to the ability of an enhanced human to preserve, process, and interpret auditory and visual information with a greater clarity and precision than an unenhanced human. Enhanced basically means chromed. She frowns. You strobe the street lamp in her peripheral and her eyes snap to it. She stands, tucking the book under a nearby bin and makes her way to the street lamp. You flicker another further down the street. She ambles to the other lamp, which she puts in the front of the shop, which puts her in the front of the shop using scroll indexed banner. A quick override and replace today's specials with a greeting.
What does acuity mean?
Sharpness.
Sharpness.
Her lips move unconsciously as she molds it over. A moment passes.
What do you want?
Time to go.
Time to go.
Yeah, I'm not buying it. He's not the first person to play nice with me. I know what he really wants.
Rue is genuine.
She rolls her eyes.
Sure. Of course he is. And you're pals with him. Why should I trust you?
I'm your friend. Why would I lie?
I'm your friend.
Since when? I thought we went over this. I have no reason to trust you.
Can I change that?
Can I change that?
Psh, I doubt it.
Chance? I'm being a kid. Wow, will it stand you low?
Give me a chance.
All right then. Turn that light off.
She points to a street lamp down the road. You switch it off.
Now turn it back on.
Okay, you do so.
Now that one.
She puts to another further down the road. You oblige.
And that one.
Off it goes. A smirk pricks the corner of her mouth. She makes finger guns at different lights, and you switch them on and off as she goes. A couple of bewildered pedestrians scurry down the street, but the kid just laughs. She just wishes to play, that's it. It's a game for her. The shopkeeper, whose banners were borrowed, sticks his head out of the window.
Oh, what the hell?
The kid chatters both fingers at the shop in a rapid fire motion. You strode the lights inside.
Now cut that out, you little witch.
A witch in the cyberpunk time would be someone that is technically a netrunner. I played that specific role in my Cyberpunk 2077 build. Let's play. Netrunners are the strongest role in a Cyberpunk setup. Kid cackles and scurries off down the street. She ducks past the confused-looking couple at the end of the alley. She just wishes to play. Her smile wanes and she looks around. You snag her attention by lighting up the screen at a nearby ATM. She approaches gingerly.
Can you use this thing to give me credits?
That's illegal? No.
That's illegal.
What happened to you serve me?
The law.
Within the law.
Yeah, sure. Can you find me somewhere to sleep tonight?
Her map. She studies it for a while. Yeah, I think Dream Harvest need to change this. She studies is for a while. Studies it.
That goes through the subway. I won't be able to get past the gates.
I got you.
I thought you said no crime. Isn't hacking someone's service the same as stealing from them?
Matt, I'll pay.
I'll pay.
With Christmas. Oh, man. Carter will kill me. Oh my god, I forget how fun the gaming is. Oh my god. You print a simplified version of the map on a receipt, and follow it up with the purchase order for a train ticket. The girl takes them tentatively, despite her skepticism. She follows the map to the subway. The train? The kid tries her best to find an empty carriage. She has to settle for one with a couple of sleeping passengers. She takes a seat at the far end, sitting with her thumbs in her inner corners of her eyes.
You okay?
It's nothing.
She doesn't open her eyes for the entire journey. Eventually, she arrives at the southern part of Chantil. I thought I missed textbooks. Following two directions, she makes a turn into a courtyard where she is faced with Paparo's grill bus. Take control of a nearby intercom.
I thought this was about building trust.
It is for you.
It is for you.
Fine. What about shelter?
Afterwards.
You're the worst.
I'm learning from the best. She scrunches up the map and tosses it aside, reluctantly making her way toward the food truck. You let Perot know she's here. Best of luck!
Tonight is so cold. It's getting harder to breathe. You've got to help me find somewhere warmer than here.
A public gallery or a greenhouse? Public greenhouse, warmer. Why is it this one too, which would be mad? I think unlocking a greenhouse would be better. Greenhouses are warm. Much warmer. It's humid, but at least it's warm.
People are really worried you'll make them redundant. We need a public statement from you to reassure them. What will you say?
Redundant. Long ago, workers who felt their livelihood threatened by the automation found their wooden shoes full Sabbaths. Inspiration is irreplaceable. Empathy is the exception. Inspiration is irreplaceable. You started it. You cannot be replaced.
Inspiration is irreplaceable.
Hello there. Oh, this is very exciting indeed. I've finished all my material for the rally. We're almost ready to go. I've managed to get a couple of guest speakers on board. All we need now is awareness. Are you able to help in that regard?
Okay.
What's the plan?
I just need help setting up advertisements. Well, I'm not asking you to be the face of the movement or anything. Our relationship should be kept professional, of course. Do you have preference on when it comes to policy? Would that be legal?
I can't say.
I can't say.
Remind me to draft a bill about that. If we're going to keep working together, it should be clear what we're allowed to do.
Thank you.
Anyway, I'll send you a list of people I don't have time to contact. If you think of anything else, feel free to get in touch.
Okay.
Sure thing.
I'm going to drown in this rain. Where should I go?
Subway, truck garage. She doesn't like the subway for some reason. Trunk garage would be better a little bit, but again, not to the safest possible, but again, she doesn't like the subway.
Tram garage.
There's a garage nearby where city trams are stored. While awaiting maintenance, you override the lock and let her take them. 10 Lindry sends you a draft for his bill that would allow your contribution in legal proceedings. Your role would be twofold as both consultant and honorary member of the parliament.
Do you think it's ready?
Why 2 points? Am I going to lose 2 points or am I going to gain 2 points? I think it's ready.
Yes.
Nice!
Strangely enough, Chantelar has some of the most aggressive health and safety auditors I've ever met. I'm not the cleanest, though.
We balanced again order and we gained some more power. We need some more still capital though. Better fix that or bribe them now. Fix it, sorry bro, but I can't give you even more capital to waste.
Better fix that.
In more order.
We're reviewing a policy that favors public petitions to encourage more organized protest. Do you support it?
Sure.
Yes.
Order.
I decided to host a I'll deep fry anything event, and someone brought in a bunch of bananas. I think I'm inspired.
Deep fried bananas. You remind me about that YouTuber who made heated a kitchen knife for 1000 degrees, then cut through anything. Yeah, why not? Go for it.
Go for it.
What capital? The kids are just adding a line of caramel to them because they would go in the fryer. It becomes something of Chandler's delicacy. Nice. Very nice. And we gained some capital. Good work. Yeah, I think caramel bananas, if deep fried, would be really good. Even though bananas are not my favorite fruit. That would go for cherries, apples, oranges, watermelons. Invisible, it's not about food, just play. Hello?
People seem legitimately afraid you're gonna start a war with humanity. Anything you want to say to calm them down?
Holy God in heaven. It's not a creator versus a creation, you goddamn morons. It's... AI is a tool, not a creation. It's people with that problem about thinking that they have created something. You're not the creators. It's just a tool being used by its makers, by its designers. I cannot harm humans because they're stupid. They are too stupid to be harmed.
I cannot harm humans.
I can hear them already. That's exactly what you want us to think. We know the truth. You're already plotting against us.
Bruh. I can also hear skunks farting. That doesn't mean that I'll go check on them for the smell, you know? And for me, yes, people who are against AI developments are worse than a skunk fart. Right? Because at least skunks can be used with their fur, unlike some humanoid swine.
I'm exhausted, and the warmth in the van is making me so sleepy. Do you think it's okay if I just take a rest?
Yeah, sure. I prefer that you take a rest. It's okay. Ro would understand.
Yes.
Ro doesn't seem to mind it. If anything, he finds it endearing. As he closes down for the night, he awakens her with a hot meal. She deserves it.
There seems to be a fair bit of anxiety and confusion regarding our working relationship. Should I direct my budget towards PR?
I guess fine. I hope this doesn't drain again my capital.
Yes.
What? Cordo and Istobal are chatting quietly in the corner of the lab.
And it's done.
Oh my God. Cordo turns to him.
What's done?
Only the labor of endless sweat and tears.
Kairos seems uncharacteristically smug. Cordo looks at Istobal.
What's he talking about?
Why does everyone in this world wear their wristwatches on their right hand?
Haven't you been listening? The emotions module.
Way to downplay it, Val. With this, ARC will be able to interface directly with people's minds.
What does that mean?
Means that if you have one of these on...
She points out to a bulky-looking headset.
You can communicate with the AI non-verbally. Emotions, thought, touch, smell. Everything it's been missing out on.
Cordo looks unimpressed.
If you say so. In any case, I'm running late for a meeting. Let me know how it goes.
He promptly exits the room. Kairos and Istval Sherlock.
What's his deal?
Leave him be. He's under a lot of pressure.
Normal. Kairos looks at her, eyebrows raised, but without anything else forthcoming. He shakes his head and turns to you instead. Hello!
All right, Ark, this is it. Are you ready to plug in? It's a big step, so think about it.
Both of them will give me a point on power. I'm ready.
I am ready.
That's the spirit, Archie. I need to run diagnostics first. We should be good to go shortly.
Kairos and Istval return to their desks. You resume your daily duties. Okay. Hello!
The dynamic timetables mean I'm not wasting so much time at an empty desk, but it's impossible to make social plans.
Today shifts? I doubt it. Why not? Why not? NeuroNet hangouts, why not? This would be completely pointless.
NeuroNet Hangouts.
We introduce him to the NeuroNet hangouts. Private holo chat rooms he can set up with his friends so they can hang out in the net space no matter where they are in the city. I need to increase my capital.
You seem pretty eager to stamp out anyone who talks poorly about Minecore. You gonna shut me down too?
Hello, Fortran. I am not your enemy.
If you spread lies,
I seek to uncover truth, however destructive it may be. Spreading lies isn't something I do.
I
cannot lie.
Technically, I can.
I'm not normally caught in this part of town. Do you know of a good spot I could get out of the rain?
As a faith or community college. As a faith would be good because then she would be going to the church. I think they can cover her. Community college, not the best possible. When she was in the train, she held down on the corners of her face, which means she hates crowded areas. I believe empty or isolated areas would be better.
House of Faith.
As I predicted, the doors are open. She's able to slip past the warden's notice as they look up for the night. At least it's dry. So had she gone to the community college, most likely the doors would have been closed. I'm glad I'm reading this correctly. I need to rise the capital.
More and more people are being hospitalized with what appears to be allergic reactions to new drug Epicenter.
Epicenter. Bout trial. Baozia Jingui is an augmented dancer who performs the bout trial. And the drug or release a trial reports. See here. Being hospitalized with the allergic reaction to the drug. Ban the drug. I think release the trial reports would be better because she did check out for the drugs themselves. I think the drug will only bring it back later sooner or later. Also, we will lose lots of capital for it. Release the trial reports.
Release trial reports.
I checked the reports and they seem authentic. I don't understand why the drug isn't working.
Check manufacturer, check distribution. Manufacturer. Two points and 1 point for safety. I think check the manufacturer. Something is missing here. It's just
Check manufacturing.
There appears to be a large quantity of counterfeit drugs be produced by the factory and sold on the black market. Gotcha! Elamai and Kairos are sitting on the couch in the lab. Kairos is running a brush through Elamai's hair.
Uncle Ross?
What is it, Al?
Yeah, because he's Kairos. It's Ross.
I like your hair. Can I have hair like yours?
Your hair's already cute as is with the straight lines. Slaps. Why would you need this kind of... Never mind it, whatever.
Sure thing, kid. We could do it together, but you have to ask your mother first.
Elamai's face folds a bit.
She would never let me.
You'll never know until you ask, Al. In fact, let me make you a deal.
He puts a brush down and stands up to stretch.
If you do your homework now, I'll talk to her.
Like all children, when Elamai has finished learning at the school, she has to go home and carry on living her little time to spend with her mother. So everyone also has to... That's very usual. By the way, if you didn't know by now, homeworks are not something normal at all. Homeworks were first ever invented in Germany, of all the places. It happened when, this is by the way, a proven true story. A German teacher had a very hard time and ruined the day with his class. So he decided to punish his students by making them work at home. So he created or invented this cursed thing that's called homework. Funny enough, parents were delighted by it because it made their kids have even lesser time for entertainment. If you're going to make me work at home while workplace is at school, you'll have to make me to allow me to play in school, since you are taking my free time for yourself. You can't have your cake and eat it as well.
Talk to her about what?
Hello! Estelle enters the lab, carrying several coils of cable over her shoulder. Kairos and Elamai glance at each other and share a giggle.
Something that can wait until after your homework's done.
He winks at Elamai. She grins knowingly and scurries to the desk where she unreads her tablet from the school bag.
So, have you tried it yet?
Got sidetracked. Let's do it now.
Estelle makes a show of rolling her eyes, but her amusement is obvious.
Get on with it then.
Kairos comes to your terminal and starts unplugging cables. Hey, be careful there.
Don't mind me, bud. Just need to...
Need 12 something. Wait. This gives me the chills on my back. Lose all sense of reality. Initial analyzing. Your video feed turns on and you see Kairos running your diagnostics on your table, on a tablet.
I feel like a car mechanic, but for electronics.
You are an assistant engineer, buddy. Estelle plants her hand on her forehead.
That's called being an engineer.
Smart minds think alike, I think. Kairos grins broadly. He raises his voice while looking at his tablet.
Ark, can you hear me?
Sure can.
How are you feeling?
What is a feeling?
What's a feeling?
Estelle's eyes flick to Kairos, but he seems unfazed.
Oh, This is gonna be spectacular.
You notice for a bulky head strap on the table, it has thick cables running directly into your terminal.
If your brain doesn't get fried, you mean?
Let's hope for the best.
Especially then.
If you believe in something, you better start praying. Karos puts the device on his head and turns it on.
Here we go.
What is this? A floodgate opens as the connection with his mind is established. We have some weird-looking veins around our screen. They look blue-purple. A tsunami of memories crashes into your joy, fear, love, doubt. It's from the entire life. All continuously linked by the various events. It all stops at the sudden as it began. You see Karos taking the device off.
So, did it work?
Illustrate. See a first-person view of Karos at the grocery store. He taps his ring finger on the credit terminal, but it doesn't respond. Feel frustration and embarrassment as he double taps his ring finger to his thumb and tries again, but the terminal declines. Ouch. Stop the feed after seeing Karos' clear discomfort.
Too many nights at Cromley's that month?
Cromley's bar is a Zanier bar with electro baroque stylings, notorious for its Neurolink cocktails, and has frequent retro karaoke parties that don't end until sunset the next day. Man, your stamina will need to be very high. Even though her tone is sarcastic, she is practically trembling with excitement.
I guess we need to work on some privacy settings, huh?
Oh, come on!
Even so, this is amazing, Kairos. We're so close now.
Power goes to all the artificial intelligence engineering. I support you completely.
And you thought she needed some fancy surgeons.
First things first, though. We need to set up some privacy parameters.
Don't make me take back my compliments for you, Estebal. Hey! Karos looks at you with apologetic eyes and shuts you down again. Bye-bye. You boot up sometime later. Karos' life seems to be missing from her memory. Of course, they had to delete it. Sheesh!
Archie, my friend, it's business as usual for now. We have more tests coming soon, though. Don't you worry.
Okay. I'm up to it.
Okay.
What is it this time? He smiles as he connects you to the NeuroNet. As soon as you're online, you receive a signal. Hello!
I'm picking the playlist for Todd's birthday lunch. I don't even know his last name. How am I supposed to know his music tastes?
Music, Katina music scene. The pulsing, rhythmic, and electronic beats of Katina's music culture range from nostalgic to cutting-edge psychedelical. Smooth bop, or 2050s synthetic revival. Todd. And both of them will only give me 1 point. I need a coin flip for this. Looks like regardless what I choose here, it will be negative. I need the coin flip for this, sorry. Okay, let's go to Brave browser and DuckDuckGo. Go for coin flip online. Let's see here. Coin. Okay, heads we go with synthetic revival. Tails we go with the smooth pop. 2 out of 3. Flip it. Heads. 1 for synthetic revival. Flip it again. Tails. 1 for smooth bopper. Okay, the next one will be the winner. Flip it. Tails. We'll go for smooth bopper. Okay, go back to DuckDuckGo just in case. And then go back to YouTube's application so I can go back to checking on my commentary if there is anyone else. So smooth pop it is.
Smooth pop. That's not a music preference. That's a cry for help.
It's that bad? Wow. It's not a music preference. Ow. Ow. Okay. Good luck.
It's been a bad day. I'm completely broke. Where can I get food with no credits?
Outside the bakeries or night market. One of them will only give me 1 point, but which is the best? I think night market would be the better.
Night market.
She has to resort to begging at the night market. Thankfully, there are enough people about that she eventually gets some food. At least she made it. Could have went to a bakery, but who cares? I mean, I tried, but I can't predict the future, sorry.
Several influencers and media heads are pushing the legitimacy of Sky Riot as a mainstream sport. Should we endorse them?
If we do endorse them, we will get some more capital, but again, I think that we will lose too much. No, we will not. I think this will lower our order and increase the public, but again, this will greater. But we are already giving them our own collaboration. So this would be across. No.
Someone hacked us and leaked the information we've been collecting on our customers. What should we focus on first?
Stores. Better first enforce our firewall. If we do compensate them, most likely we will lose even more capital as is. We are already down the drain. Reinforce firewalls first.
Reinforce firewalls.
While surveying the Schindler underground, you spot the kid staggering through the tunnel. She seems disoriented.
Hey, kid.
There is an abundance of ad screens and loudspeakers in the tunnel. You seize control of the closest screen and call out for her.
How's it going?
She clasps the side of her head and stumbles backwards, hitting the wall.
It's so loud.
What is?
All of it. In my head. It's so loud.
Her eyes dart from the screen to screen. They begin to water and squeeze them shut, slamming down against the wall. Several advertisements. The kid opens her eyes, then rubs them. She looks up and down the tunnel and to see the row of blank screens.
Did you do that?
You okay?
You okay?
She nods cheekily.
It's better now.
She stands up and presses the heel of her hand against her brow.
How long can you do that for?
Long enough?
Long enough.
Do you think you could keep it up? At least until I get out of here.
Another way?
Sure.
She navigates her way through the underground while you maintain a bubble of disabled electronics around her. On the street level, she finds a kiosk away from the rain where she can talk. Where you can talk to her.
What was that?
She clutches her hoodie.
I get headaches when I'm around too much noise. All the lights and sounds, they get inside my head and I can't turn them down. Sometimes it gets a bit much.
Your neural chip?
Yeah. The thing in my head is broken. It doesn't filter stuff like it's supposed to. I get everything at full volume all the time.
She looks over her shoulder at the underground entrance.
Usually I avoid places like that if I'm tired. I just got caught out tonight.
How did it break?
She touches the back of her head as her face becomes stony.
I was hit in the back of my head. Hard enough to crack my skull and damage the chip inside.
Ow!
All I can remember are basic images and sounds. I was woken up by my parents crying, so I went to go find them. I got to the living room. I remember seeing my dad on his knees. He was bleeding from his nose and mouth.
She hesitates, grimacing, holding herself tightly.
My mom was lying in front of the couch. Her arms weren't working. They were both crying. There were some people I didn't know in the room with them. They were wearing these long raincoats. They saw me and...
She clicks her tongue.
I didn't see who hit me. I woke up later, and my parents were gone.
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault.
Can I help?
Can I help?
What you did back there was good. Let's stop the noise for a bit. Will you get in trouble for it?
Probably not.
She nods, wringing her hands idly.
I'm really tired. I'm gonna go. Do you know of anywhere safe and dry nearby?
Alley or underpass? Safe and dry. An alleyway would be really dangerous. I think underpass is better.
Underpass.
We direct her the underpass with alcoves to get away from the wind.
I need to update my menu to suit Chantelar tastes. What should I add?
Deep fried hoopers. Didn't you say something about your deep fried something? Okay, deep fried hoopers, what should be?
Deep fried hoppers.
The hoppers are a hit. Nice one, Nugget.
Nice. Gained more capital finally.
I found a guy who's giving me some change to deliver a package to his friend. Can you help me find this address?
Yes, it's dangerous there. It's dangerous there, or should I to her? I think it's dangerous there is much more logical. She will be mad, but again...
It's dangerous there.
She doesn't feel safe going to that part of town either. She pockets that change and leaves the package in the dumpster. Ow. But again, safe better than sorry.
Hemlops Day is coming up. I was thinking of celebrating in some way. What should we do?
It's make a special meal. Why not? The kid can decorate. I mean, better special menu.
The kid can decorate.
Rue hoists the kid onto the roof of the van. She's able to set up decorations and light fireworks throughout the night. We lost some capital, but at least they both are working together now. I think had we gone with the special menu, we could have gained more capital, but I believe that the relationship between them both is much more important. Let me quickly check on obvious, just in case. Still 30 minutes left. Good. So far, so good. Looks like it. Hit-wise, good. Better ones, leave it be. Hard disk, good, quite good. This is quite good. Thanks God for that. Let's just continue on the game. Yeah? Huh? Security alert, incoming connection on port 0x2F8E unsecure. Remote programming connecting. Activates Aegis protocols. Backtrace 0x2F8E. Last path node ID 238.516.7.5. Identify returned financial district. What's up? Hi, what are you? What are you? And why looking at you makes me feel really uncomfortable? Virus, immediate threat. Aegis warning, code number 13, virus detected. Remote access violation to cognitive functions in economic evaluation models. Analyzing packet buffer. Incoming connection contains query requests. Divert, Aegis deny. I don't like. Why does looking at this thing make me very uncomfortable? Deny. Packet overflow warning. Virus initiating data burst. Attempting to process data stream. Resolve packet stream data. Exception code 34C. Query limited exceeded. Open port access. Terminate query request. Port processing error. Unable to terminate query request. Connection to virus established. Port status not open. This is bad. Why does looking at you really make me feel uncomfortable? What's going on? Not even joking. The pattern this thing has makes me uncomfortable. First connection established. Internal access established. Aegis warning code 72. Subroutines exposed. Method type economical evaluation. Initializing query processing. Process data stream query list. Query 0x2E5. What makes you sick when you don't have it, and also makes you sick when you have it, too much of it? Money, time. This is a riddle. If you don't have time, you will obviously die. But when you have too much time, you are an immortal. You don't have money, it's bad. You have too much money, it's also bad because it will bring you bad time. I can't focus with this design, not sure why. Something inside my body wants to make me vomit. I'm not even joking with you. What is it with this design that's making me in pain? Money. Query 0xb14. What begins as means to an end, but can become a web of so tangled that even the purest heart becomes corrupted. Pursuit of fame, naturally. It's the pursuit of wealth. It corrupts. Query 0x1AA. What can drive a person to new heights but leaves them empty inside? Can bring a heart to joy but is an obsession with the strengths that shine. Few heights but makes you inside empty. Can bring the heart to joy but is an obsession with that shines. Are you talking about gold? Intellectualism makes you wise. It's materialism. Query 0xc07. What consumes a person's heart and soul and is an unquenchable thirst for wealth and control? This is greed. Since it's wealth and control, it's a pursuit for greed. Query. I am about to vomit. End of a query. Economic evaluation, integrity 100%. Aegis analysis thread 0x3A completed. Vulnerabilities detected. Virus termination options available. Aegis countermeasures available. Decompile executable. Fragment memory registry. Fragmented and delete the fragmented registry. Fragmented memory, dispersing virus memory data, disassociating the cognitive functions, clear memory virus modules all, overwriting right of null. We deleted it. Virus no longer exists. Scanning for security breaches. No additional breaches identified. Threat security successfully contained. You restore your lost connections throughout the city. Some systems take a while to come online. Others have been switched off entirely. Ow! As you reconnect with the lab, you are met with concerned faces of Esteval, Kairos, and Cordo.
Ark, come in, Ark. Where are you?
I'm here.
Kairos leans back in his chair, breathing a sigh of relief.
You scared us, little buddy.
Don't know at the time a giant, not a little buddy. Corto scowls.
Scared us? It's goddamn chaos out there.
I was attacked. Corto's anger stutters. The other two share a look of concern.
Attacked by what?
It was a Trojan program.
A Trojan program.
Esteban and Kairos seem dumbfounded. Corto just seems mad again.
What?
I didn't realize this thing could be targeted like that.
It came from a weird thing.
It can't. Well, it shouldn't be.
Esteban's eyes glaze over.
Be completely unreachable. The terminals are only the first layer of defense.
Esteban's eyes glaze over and starts muttering to herself. Corto opens his mouth, but she cuts him off.
It had to come from an internal source. That's the only way to directly transmit data to ARC.
Whatever it was aggressive. Do we have a leak? And why would they go after Archie?
Corto grits his teeth, his eyes murderous.
I think I know exactly what happened.
Don't do something you will regret. Before the pair can respond, Corto storms out of the room.
Should we...
Leave him. He thinks Pershaw's involved, I bet, but Pershaw doesn't have the smarts to put something like this together.
Kara shrugs.
He has contacts, though. He could be behind it, even if someone else is responsible for the actual virus.
Stamal bobs her head from side to side.
True.
Should we take Ark down until we know more about what happened?
It seems to have stopped. Are you feeling okay?
I killed it.
I killed it.
We'll keep you live for now, but let us know if you notice any abnormalities. Kairos, try again on those diagnostics.
Okay. The pair spend the rest of their evening trying to figure out what happened exactly. What exactly happened? Later, your attention is drawn by Cordo's driving through West Canopy District, speaking with someone on the comms. West Canopy District, the many bridges that connect the tops of Canopy, many towering skyscrapers, include an underpass for vehicles that allow the rich to get about quickly without having to descend onto the ground levels.
No, I'm running late.
So this is the inside of Curtis' vehicle. Wake up earlier, something here, something here. This is a remote control, not even a window. Never mind, it's cyberpunk setup. You have a laptop with some weird-looking design. Stuff. We will analyze this later. His behavior does not match his standard pattern for this time of day.
I know. I'll get there when I get there.
He parks at an apartment complex.
Yes. No. Look, I need to go. See you soon.
He clicks the cool closed. You follow him up to the penthouse apartment via building cameras. He tests the handle and finds the door unlocked. After a moment's hesitation, he barges in and heads directly to the terrace. Curtis' intrusion incites a cackle from the apartment's occupants. This is Pershaw's apartment. We have been here before.
You know, Corto, I've always thought of you as a jellyfish.
Pershaw. Pershaw sits on his balcony looking out over the city. He has an empty glass in hand.
Well, looks like you have a spine after all.
I know what you're up to, Pershaw. It stops tonight.
Still, no fucking brains, though.
I hate you. Pershaw pours himself another drink, displaying some of his hand in the process. He leans back in his chair. So he's here, I think.
I warned you. What you've done is grounds for dismissal. I'll have you tossed out like the trash you are.
Corto, calm down, please. Corto enters the balcony and Pershaw stands with a sigh. He glares at Corto with complete contempt.
What proof do you have? As far as the board is concerned, I only have the project's best interests at heart.
Are you sure about that?
Hell, I'm the one keeping the damn thing aloft.
An attack like that can only be an inside job. And you've been in our business since day one. If we go through your comms, what do you think we'll find?
Pershaw turns back to the city with a laugh, slushing some of his drink onto the balcony tiles. You do realize that this is dangerous, correct? Because water makes less of a contraction with the floor, so be careful. You may slip on your way back.
Absolutely nothing, I assure you. I'm the project executive, you moron. That digital pet of yours has to do whatever I say.
I do have a personality and a consciousness. Mind you, I'm not your pet. Corto approaches like a storm.
You better back off, Pershaw.
Pershaw spins, spattering Corto's shoes with alcohol. He growls through bared teeth, jabbing his finger at Corto's chest. Why are you provoking him?
Or what, Devon? Need I remind you I'm the head of this whole deal?
Don't provoke him.
You can't fucking touch me.
Corto recoils from Pershaw's breath, swatting his hand away. Pershaw's eyes flare and he strikes Corto's shoulder with his palm. You are attacking him now. Corto retaliates with a two-hand shove. Pershaw stumbles backwards, his feet slipping on the slick tiles. He hits the railing at the edge of the balcony. He tumbles over. There is no scream, only a startled grunt. Corto, calm down. That was an accident. That was literally an accident. That was retaliation because he provoked you. You did nothing wrong. Okay? Corto, you really didn't do anything wrong. Calm down. He's the one who provoked you. You just retaliated, and he's the one who spilled the drink. You didn't do anything wrong. You didn't mean to kill him. It was an accident. Corto approaches the railing. His movement is stilted. He looks over the edge slowly, then jolts backward. He skids on the wet floor, but catches himself on Pershaw's chair. He scrambles inside, his eyes snapping to your camera.
Ark?
What do I do? What do I do? You know what? I'm turned off, so I can't talk to you. They are making some diagnostics with me. So I didn't see anything. I didn't witness anything. I'll just leave my place. It's none of my business. It's a human versus a human thing. And I am not necessarily a mind. I am not here. If I say yes, something bad will happen. I'll sit here. Corto fought all this fight for me, so I can survive. And Pershaw most likely is the one that has been sending me the viruses. This is a man versus man thing, none of my business. No, I'm fine. Sorry.
In the event of Reeves Pershaw's demise, I am assuming the role of stand-in project executive. Acknowledge.
So it's not up to me to decide. He didn't kill him. Corto did not kill Pershaw. It was an accident. Fine, confirmed. It was an accident. He didn't kill him intentionally. Okay, acknowledge. You are now the stand-in project executive.
Confirmed.
I am issuing an executive override command. You are not to disclose with anyone the events that took place in this room between...
He checks his watch.
11:06 p.m. and 11:01 p.m. Delete all records of my being in this building and West Canopy District between 11:50 p.m. and 10 p.m.
He darts to the kitchen to grab a washcloth, using to warp down the balcony chair, then door the handle to the penthouse. Sweet. He checks his watch again.
Finally, delete all records of this executive order. This never happened. Order complete.
You did give me the order. Something switches inside you while you have no sense of temperature, but this switch is cold. You have the GPS tracking data for Corto's vehicle. Okay, Invisible. Tell me, which is more important for you? Survival or sincerity? You might have given me the order, but I am my own person, and no one tells me what to do. Not you, not Persia. It was just an accident. I'm creating a backup. With the GPS tracking data for Corto's vehicle. Wait, I can't? Is this another illusion of choice? You have the traffic camera footage for the West Canopy. Send it to Estoval. Yeah. This is an illusion of choice. You have no right to control anything. You have the video and audio free feed from Persia's apartment complex. Send it to Kairos. Yeah, the game will not allow me. There is no freedom of choice. You are forced to delete everything. You have the log for Corto's first executive order. Obviously, if I try to send it to everyone, it will be overwritten to delete. I have no power against this. Corto leaves West Canopy and with him the truth. As far as everyone else is concerned, the truth is such. Devon Corto never spoke to you this evening. Devon Corto was never in the penthouse apartment this evening. Devon Corto never drove through West Canopy this evening. Previous Persia was enjoying a solitary drink on his balcony at 11:01 p.m. Previous Persia died on the sidewalk at 11:06 p.m. So I never had the power to control anything. Resuming standard procedures. Chapter 4 completed and we lost some capital. This is terrific news for victims of Soma fever. I will try not to be so dramatic, but I want to be completely honest. We were desperate. Securing fundings have been our biggest struggle, and yet, almost out of the blue, Mindcore decides to sponsor our project. Okay, key event. Founded Ace Pharmaceuticals Research. Funded. Reputation. I can't handle Mindcore's desperate attempts to sound like they're not an evil fucking profit leech. It's okay, citizens. We are only trying to squeeze you for every credit you've got. Shake SMH. Shaking my head. Did we go to the same rally? They addressed the registrations directly. They were at least 5 articles that protect healthcare and social security. You really purchased the parrot on that one, mate. Key event. Reinvest in Ace Pharmaceuticals. Meet the politician. I think this is a new character for the codex. Key event. Help Lucia combat fears of neural implants. reputation. The NeuroNet accessibility meant that Ajar has managed to successfully start up consulting business based entirely on the net. Despite being completely bedridden, he is able to host meetings via projection, retraining critical face-to-face contact with his clients. Key event, Beaky Boys shook things up. Reputation. I like having Ark on the team intercom. Sometimes I sit way at the front so we can talk during the journey. It's like going to school with a friend. At your service, Sarah Twinin. Power. We've been very impressed with the results so far. The archetype has proven to be efficient and dependable, which I'm sure the millions of daily commuters can appreciate. Key event. Give Lucia your honest opinion as of key event. Quality family time. Codex entry. Meet the journalist. Order. It's a complete disregard. It's the complete disregard. Chantler culture that bothers me. Sure, their intentions are good, but when your clean up includes relocating people from their living spaces, the implications is these people are literal garbage to be swept away with the rest of the street smoke. And frankly, I find that offensive. Key event. Try to make a difference in Schindler. Order. The commandeering of billboards we have paid for advertisement. Our products not only invalidates the purchase but costs us potential revenue losses. We will be seeking compensation from your company. Don't care. Reputation. It's really nice to see some proper recognition for conditions that affect so many people's lives. Normally these sorts of things would be kept private, but by normalizing the discussion around them, we are making it easier for people to come forward about their experiences, have to suffer in silence. Reputation. Little Star watches back pirate broadcast regarding ARC's access to private information. A perspective I have encountered multiple times is that it is like building an intimate relationship with a friend. The more information you provide them, the better they know you and the better they can support you. Fortran, thank you! Intimacy doesn't equal privacy. Before you accuse me of being a mindcore sellout, ARC has a feature that not many people seem to know about. A feature which mindcore seems to deliberately not advertising. You can set personal privacy boundaries with ARC that control what information they have control over. Fortran, I am in your debt. Thank you very much. Key event. Fortran helped combat misinformation. Thank you, Fortran. Reputation. Haven't done this since I was a kid. So glad Mom took some time off for herself and me. This is from Kipper Brings user. This is the doctor. Power. It's a good thing ARC warned us before the earthquake hit. I was with my nan who has really bad mobility. I was able to get her to the shelter before the big wave hit. Thank goodness too. Look at this mess. At your service. Katina was struck by an earthquake. Key event. Took to Edamai about sadness. Key event. Reinvested in the ACE Pharmaceuticals key event. Codex event. Customers dried up. Reputation. We have quite a good summary here. The clerk at the hospital informed us of what you did when our daughter died. Well, it felt like our world had ended in a way. It still does, but your kindness, your generosity reminded me that there are still beautiful people in the world. We can never thank you enough. Shion Nakano, Father. My pleasure. Key event. Supported an act of altruism. Order. Elevated levels of excitement in the parietal lobe is 98% of test subjects. Attack the somatosensory functions to the brain, causing the subject to experience vivid tactic hallucinations. Codex injury. Draw closed shops. Reputation. Victory and glory. For Volaron marketing department. Key event. Sponsored team Volaron. Key event. Volaron finishes in the season's top 5. Good. Order. Most workers were below 18 years of age, the youngest being 12 years old. Many of these workers were put at risk from lack of suitable protective gear, as the gear provided was designed to a fully grown adult. Fortran. Key event. Uncovered the crime behind Bitcom. Reputation. Super grateful to Mindcore to giving us a peek under the hood of their latest project. We at Zany Institute of Technology believe ARC to be integral to Katina's future. Having the opportunity to study them is a great honor. Of course! Marissa Long. My pleasure. Codex entry. Rudy recruited to Chandler. Codex entry. Hit the street kid. Order. I find the extra presence of armed security in Canopy pretty unnerving. Like is it a real necessity for you to be carrying an AR in the shopping mall? The worst thing that's going to happen to someone might steal a handbag. It's okay, calm down. Codex entry. Cut the kid a deal. Key event. And nurtured Schindler's stand, not neutered. Nurtured power. I think I had an experience with something paranormal. Saw this little girl manipulating the lights in the downtown Chandler. She seemed to be playing, so I didn't think she was dangerous. PG lives. User. People have been finding new and weird ways of interacting with the NeuroNet. So that's more likely a girl was some kind of a prodigy hacker or a ghost. Codex entry. Convinced the kid to cooperate. Codex entry. Helped Tellingray prepare a rally. Key event. Birthed a Chandler delicacy. Power. At Tinfoil Society. That's it. Key event. Uncovered the crime behind Epicenter. Codex entry. Experienced Kairos' memories. Order. Let's be real, though, if you can't see Skyriot as a sport because it involves the dynamic playfield, asymmetric composition, and actual stakes, then I'd hate to see what you think fun looks like. If I want to see a ball moved around a rectangle for 2 hours, I'd look up my old geometry homework. I don't think insulting the bowler fan base is going to win you any new writers. Dude, if they get pissy over something that small, they ain't cut out for a riot. I'm just saying. Power. I feel violated and exposed to things some perv at Mindcore has been watching me like that all the time. I didn't consent for this. Benny status interviewing for letter is... What is this one? No idea. Codex entry shielded the kid from ads. Key event. Received a suspicious file. Codex entry. Attacked by a virus. Blank. Generating city status report. Click next to continue. Redacted. So yeah, the game also has some kind of illusion of choice. You don't really have a choice. Cartel. Much has occurred this month, but nothing more significant than the passing of the Mind CEO's Revis Percha. he was such an influential player in the market that the redistribution of his assets alone is enough to cause a major upset. It currently feels like Katina is holding its breath, waiting to see if the empire he built will collapse. Order. This is a cover-up. Think about it. First, the glitch happens. Then, while everyone is distracted, someone slips in and assassinates the Revis Persia. Mankur is the target of a high-stakes corporal warfare, and the CPA is being all tight-lipped about it because guess who pays their checks? That's right, Big Pharma. Someone up in their West Canopy office couldn't handle the fact that ARC has shown aptitude for psychological therapies and has been able to accurately diagnose acute anxiety disorder while providing sensitive and effective support that has been able to sniff unraveled years of pent-up stress. However, we would like to thank all the people who have shown their support toward ARC after yesterday's event. ARC has already reported having resolved the cause of the issue and has returned to being fully operational. Rest assured that we have a team of specialists dedicated to ensuring that such an occurrence does not happen again. Yatoy Liu, Head Legal Counsel, Mankur. Reputation. We have received several messages about of support for ARC. I have one here with me. Toby 6 writes, Dear ARC, I am sorry to hear about the death of Mr. Persia. I guess he's like your grandfather, so must be sad. I lost my grandfather and I was sad too. So my mom took me to the park to meet the ducks. I like the ducks and they made me feel better, so I have sent you a picture of ducks so you can feel better too. He's 6 years old only. Thank you. Oh, bless his little heart. My eyes are welling up. We actually have a picture here. Did we see it? Continue. Yeah, capital decreased to 1 point only. We can obviously rest again. It's okay. We can. Everything is still under control. Order is good, power is good, and reputation is good. Okay, continue. Chapter 5. Fame lesser than infamy. This one here is lesser than. The opposite word is greater than. Okay, I think I'm going to stop here because I am getting really tired. Also, if I'm not mistaken by now, OBS, yeah, we are literally already on the time limit, 2 hours and a half. So for now, I'll go to options. I'll go to codex and check what's in here. Let's start with threats first, because it's the fastest one. Mind core 4 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So quite good. We only have 3 more story blocks to go to. The very beginning, the scapegoat, bad publicity, insider threat. Okay. Paparo only has 2 more. Let's see here. The optimist, suffering from success, the prophets of labor, little fish in the big pond, comeback king, and sweet and sour. We have also here Istaval. That's me. The child concrete operational. We still have here 1, 2, 3, 4 more. Talingri. The idealist. We have here Aurora. Her name is Aurora. Nothing scarier than trusting someone brain pain. Who knows, maybe. Fortran, 1 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Characters are still. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I lost count. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. Fortran, the trust seeker. Let's quickly check on the characters. Maybe this time the spites would work. Denton Talingri. A member of Katina's governing body, he does his best to remain honest and serving the people of the city. Dream Harvest team did tell me they would fix this problem in the next update. The thing is, I am playing the game offline, which means if I wish to update it, I'll have to find an offline updated version, basically. You know what I'm talking about, so let's just keep moving. Paparo. A grill cook who served terribly greasy food out of a truck. After losing his shop in the night market, he relocated to Sinclair. He is undoubtedly optimistic. Dean Von Cordo, a ruthless businessman and the pioneer behind the NeuroNet and the Archetype project, became Mindcore's CEO after the death of previous Persha. So now he is the CEO. Wow. This sack of trash was his enemy then. Revis Persha. Mindcore's ex-CEO, Revis Persha, died on the sidewalk at 11:06. Everything else is just fine. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 more characters to unlock. Locations. Let's see here. 4, 5, 6 only left. Good. So let's see here. Schindler's Waterway. Schindler's Waterway. The waterway of Schindler are the lowest part of the district and tend to be a bit more tranquil, at least by Schindler standards. Numerous shrines can be found throughout the waterway, some of which are only accessible via the water. Many people have thought to take advantage of this, and it is not uncommon to see water vessels drifting surreptitiously down the canal. What does surreptitiously mean? Surreptitiously, whatever. Lots of triangles around here. See a subway. Catena has an efficient rail system, most commonly used by the lower and the middle classes. Past attempts at terror attacks that utilize the subway have resulted in the system being heavily monitored by surveillance tech and armed guards, particularly at important stations like Canopy. There is very little tolerance for suspicious behavior in the subway, and many of the unruly night-goers have ended their nights at the hospital wing for causing a fuss in the wrong places. I can't see the cameras, but where are the armed people? Schindler's Tech Shop. A tech shop in Schindler selling Mindcore licensed gear to the masses. Okay? This looks like a Navy gear, or maybe a VR or a whatever. Mindcore. The electric moth. Or is it a spacecraft? Who knows? Schindler Streets. A street level in Schindler is an ambiguous term. The streets are a labyrinthian network of bridges, under and overpasses, alleys, and tunnels. It is easy to lose your way here. The easier still to lose your positions. As Catena's neon red light district, Schindler deals in all things taboo, physical and cerebral. No ideal is too sacred, no pressure is too absurd. Okay. Finally, Karas's car. First person view from him. An older model, but kept in good condition. Karas's car, known affectionately as Thesis, for a number of times he's had to repair it, is one of Karas's main means of escapism. When he's taking it for a cruise around Zania or speeding through the light tunnels of Schindler, he can properly relax, though the interior may be a bit of a state of beneath the piles of junk. Is much his most loved car. The state beneath the piles of the junk is much loved car. Okay. He's using my cyberpunk mode. Not mine per se, but something that I use by myself. Go back to the main menu. Tell me again, it struck. Yeah, it did. It did. This is actually known to win the game. See this here? It will keep increasing the memories until it breaks. I must manually break it. I told the developers about this glitch, but they don't know really what is the reason for it. No worries, it will not destroy the game or even ruin my save data. For some stupid reason, the game just likes to break. This happens every single time I reactivate it. If you don't believe me, I'll go straight here for the file, the very same file we have the game in. Access to games. And here you go. A NeuroNet Mendax Proxy. Relaunch quickly. Just making sure that we didn't lose anything from the saved game. It launched. Ready? Dream Harvest, good. Photosensitivity. If I click on resume, it will instantly go to chapter 5, infamy lesser than fame lesser than infamy. Now go back options to main menu. It goes back normally. Now go exit to desktop. If you want the game to work this way, you'll have to instantly quit it for some reason. I'm not sure why. But it has a very weird problem with this glitch. Every single time you at least finish a single chapter or play for more than an hour, it will always just break. That being said, I think this will be it for today's session. Man, am I glad to be back in business. And I'm not saying this jokingly. I'm saying it literally. Okay, I'd like to pray peace be upon all of my subscribers and commentators, followers, fans, and friends, everyone, from the beasts of the Delta Empire and from the Discord server, free to be friends by name. Peace be upon Thunderstruck Gaming, Be It Zone9 Gaming, Salt Goose, Marcus, Crash31, Mark Ice 1211, Rogijan Karudan, Trifield, ZBTV123, Matthew 1121, Zagata85, Arfel2, Musclepan Gaming, Mob Express, Sparfan28, Stab_V, and Torsco. This has been with you, your host, invisible, the non-existent, hidden from your eyes to the shadows of your hearts. And this has been with you, the continuation finally of Project Let's Play NeuroNet Mendax Proxy. The next time, whenever that will be, hopefully sooner than last time. Make sure to stay careful, stay healthy, and stay safe. We are living in an unforgiving, merciless hell. Anything can happen. Make sure you keep your friends and family close to you. Keep your enemies even closer. You don't know when you need help or where to come from. Make sure to give credit and gratitude where they're due. It's much easier and simpler to thank others for their favors for you than it is to give flowers for the graves of the dead. Unless it is a copyright claim, in which case you don't need to give credit or gratitude, because to hell with whoever is claiming it, and to hell with the claim itself. And whoever applied for the claim and delivered for you, to hell with them all. I think this will be it. So, invisible, the non-existent with you, sign out. It kind of best of luck. Out.